So this is my coop design, and we live in Montana, so we've got to have a pretty good coop for the winter time. You have to have a good protection. And what I decided to use was the free wood instead of going and buying wood, because I wanted to do a pretty economic design. I did spring for tin for the roof, so it's got a decent roof because that would be important. And if you notice above it, there is an old lilac bush, pretty big one. And it gives them good shade in the summertime, but in the wintertime, of course, lots of sunlight comes through. And I've done the design. I was thinking probably about 10 chickens, but I ended up with 8 of them. And this gives them plenty of space. So let's go ahead and look at some of the design elements that I've chosen. So the first thing I've done, let's look at their outer yard. And their outer yard is, as chickens go through stuff pretty easily. So I put straw down for them. And they've got some roosts out here that they like. But it's got a straw design. It's a nice big place. And if you notice right there, there's a space for them to go underneath the coop. So I put the coop up on cement blocks so they can get underneath that. That's real important in the summertime where they can get a shaded place to be outside with a good cross breeze. And in the wintertime, they can still be outside without being snowed on when it's snowing. And part of my design plan was this right here, cement block with a light bulb inside and a tin pan on top. And the reason I did that design is so that their water could be open all winter long. Now, Montana gets some decent winters, but it's not always below zero. And as long as it's above zero, that tin pan with that light bulb will keep their water open. When it gets below zero, I've got to change the water morning and night to keep it open for them, and having open water is important. And here's a view of it underneath the coop there. I don't know if you can see in there. Has some nice space for them. Now, something that's really important is for them to have a good roost box. So what I chose is an old cupboard that I just reclaimed. And you can just go ahead and open the doors right here. And there are the 2 roosting boxes. Now what I use for roosting boxes are just some Rubbermaid dish pans. And the chickens are real good about keeping their eggs in the roost box there. So it's easy to collect. And if you notice, I don't have to step on any chicken poo to get those eggs. So that's real nice. Now this window is open right now. In the wintertime, I would have a glass plane over it, so that the wind can't get in, and in the summertime I use chicken wire so that they can get a nice breeze in there. And if you notice, when I come in here, here's their water. It's inside now because it's summertime. And my extension cord will only go to the outside yard. It won't go all the way in, so I have to keep it outside. There's their feed that they pick at. There's some roosts for inside. There's that door going out to the yard. Right there is their entrance to their nesting boxes. So they've got real nice space to be inside when they want to be inside. And I just give them the freedom to go in and out as they choose. I don't close up the door. Although I have the ability to close it, I don't close it for them. I just let them pick what they want to do, when they want to do it, because I haven't had any animal predators attacking them, so they're pretty safe. Now, about twice a year, I've got to clear out that inside of that coop. And this is the back side of my chicken coop. And if you notice, you can see the pallet design. But there is a little latch right there. That latch opens up. Both doors will swing open, and I can just scoop that right out and clean it up. Now, also what I have is I have a little door right there. And this is on the back side of it, and it opens up to my garden. Now, my garden, it's springtime, of course, as we talked about, so there's nothing really growing yet. But in the fall, I just let those chickens do the cleanup on my garden, and there's no problem. They love it. I love it. It's a great way. Working with chickens has been super easy for me. I put in probably 5-10 minutes every morning, and then maybe 5-10 minutes picking up eggs. Not a hard task at all. It's easy. I enjoy their sounds. They make little clucking sounds. They're pretty quiet, but soothing, and it's been an easy thing for me. I'd recommend it. Have a great day.